It's coming over here. It's coming. It's coming over here.
Oh my God, no. That.
Meet Ash, who runs the TikTok account Follow Pete and Ash with her partner. They usually share fun videos, daily adventures, and lighthearted moments. But in November 2021, Ash posted something very different, an experience unlike anything she had ever been through. It was a moment that stuck with her. She captioned the video, "Coming home late is no longer an option." In the first few seconds, she is seen driving through the woods at night on her way home when something unexpected happens. Suddenly, a loud, eerie sound broke the silence of the night. It didn't sound like any usual animal, like a fox or a wolf. Ash couldn't figure out what it was, but it felt like something was nearby. Then, just as fast, the situation took a sudden turn.
Oh my God, no. That.
The noise grew louder and more intense, filling Ash with panic. It felt like whatever was making the sound was dangerously close. Terrified, she sped up, desperate to get out of the woods and find a safer place. The video suddenly cuts off as she accelerates, trying to escape the unsettling situation. In the video's description, Ash mentioned that the sound reminded her of a Wendigo. A Wendigo is a creature from folklore, said to be a person who turned into a monster after eating human flesh. The thought of this sent chills down her spine, especially since she was completely alone with her windows down. To this day, no one knows for sure what caused the strange sounds. Maybe some mysteries are better left unsolved. Reddit user Burlapin recently shared a video from inside a mine where timber beams support the roof. Suddenly, something unexpected happens. Unlike modern materials, wooden beams have a special advantage in mining. They creak under pressure, warning miners of a possible collapse. Thanks to this natural warning system, no one was hurt in the incident. After hearing strange noises, these campers saw something truly terrifying near their campsite.
¿Qué es eso, güey? ¿Qué? Loco, no mames. Eso es un nahual, güey. Eso es un nahual, güey. No mames. Mira, güey. ¡Ay, güey! ¡No mames! ¡Vete a la gorra! ¡No! ¡Vete!
In the video, a strange figure is seen crouching. It looks human-like, but appears to be unclothed. Some viewers think it could be a supernatural creature, while others believe it might just be a person acting strangely. A group of miners were on the job when something unexpected happened. A group of miners were working when suddenly the mine started to collapse. But what made it even more terrifying was a scream. It sounded like many voices crying out for help at the same time. There were no further details about what happened next, leaving everyone wondering. Some commenters even speculated that it could be the infamous Alaskan bullworm cave. A woman was driving on a forest road in Colorado when she suddenly hit something but didn't know what it was. Wanting to see what it was, she started recording with the reverse camera while backing up. What happened next was truly disturbing.
Something. Hope it didn't hurt the car. Somewhere. Is that it right there? Oh my gosh, go.
Something rushed toward her from the darkness, making her panic and speed away. She truly believes she saw Bigfoot that night, but I'm not sure what to think. It could have been someone playing a prank, which is still pretty scary. The footage from the rear camera is too blurry to see any clear details. What do you think? Now let's get into this shocking event. Around 9 a.m. on January 23rd, 18-year-old Lex's morning takes a frightening turn. After what seems like a normal walk with her dogs, she heads back home, unaware that something dangerous is lurking right outside her door. As Lex reaches her apartment door, a guy suddenly attacks. He grabs her tightly and starts dragging her down the stairs. Her dogs bark frantically, their cries echoing through the stairwell. Hearing the chaos, Lex's mother, Adriana, rushes out of the apartment without hesitation. With her heart pounding, she chases after the attacker. After a tense struggle against all odds, Lex is saved, thanks to her mother's bravery and her dog's loyalty. But a chilling thought remains. How close was she to being taken forever? This video was filmed in Central Oregon, where a group of teenagers spotted something terrifying in a field. They described it as moving on all fours before suddenly standing up on two legs.
Oh my God. It's coming over here. It's coming over here.
Go inside.
Oh my God. Oh, it went down again. Oh my God, what is that?
Oh my God.
Can someone get the flashlight? Go get the flashlight, Eric. Holy. What is that?
Nobody, everybody's inside. Where's Eric?
It's behind the bush again.
Behind the ridge.
That's gotta be what that sound is.
What?
It's behind the bush over there.
It was definitely on two legs.
Yes, it was walking.
Holy. Holy.
Yeah, that's the spotlight.
It's gonna pop up. Yeah, turn that off.
It's right there.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you're on it right now.
Right there. You see it right there? It's huge. See it over there? Right there. You see it walking?
Dude, that's on two legs.
Watch it. Get the can. Get the...
Everything seemed fine until the teens decided to mess with the creature.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, that's
No, it's a person. They're messing with us.
dude, this isn't a game. No one's messing.
Flashlight on. Eric, turn the flashlight on.
If anything, Eric's playing a sick joke on us. I don't know how many times somebody has said that to me, but I know.
Oh, it's getting down again.
It looks like it's coming here. It's never been this close. It's never been this close.
The creature began walking toward them, but later turned and walked away. So, is it just a hoax, or a mysterious creature lurking in the field freely? On March 6, 2015, Jennifer Grosbeck was driving home with her 18-month-old daughter, Lily, strapped into her car seat in the back. While traveling down a quiet road in Utah, Jennifer lost control of her SUV, crashing off the side of a bridge. The car flipped upside down into the freezing waters of the Spanish Fork River. Most of the vehicle was submerged, and sadly, Jennifer passed away almost instantly. However, the way the car landed kept baby Lily from being fully submerged in the icy water, as she remained secured in her car seat. Hours later, the car was finally spotted in the river, and emergency responders rushed to the scene.
Go ahead.
What have you got? What have you got?
As the police and firefighters got closer to the car, they heard something they couldn't quite explain.
Pass her up! Pass her up! Here, right here, right here. Go, 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 go! She's definitely hypothermic. She's freezing. Throw up in there. Here, go. Let's go.
So you actually heard a voice calling out, "Help me." Do you know who that was?
We assumed, or I assumed, that it was someone in the car saying, "Help me." That's why we responded saying, "We're trying, we're gonna get inside and help you, we're doing the best we can."
We're helping, we're coming.
It wasn't until after we flipped it that we saw the mother, who we know now was deceased at the time, and and the child was in the back seat.
Even more bizarre, all 4 first responders said they heard a woman's voice desperately calling for help, but when they checked the officers' body cameras, there was no voice recorded at all.
Eric, get over here, Beddoes. We're helping, we're coming.
To me, it was plain as day, because I remember hearing a voice. It didn't sound like a child. Just saying, help me.
Jennifer Grosbeck's family believes it was her spirit calling out from beyond, urging the emergency workers to hurry and save her baby, Lily.
She was just a very compassionate and caring person. She always wanted to bend over backwards for her loved ones. She loved Lily with all her heart. She was the love of her life.
The emergency team at the scene said they had no explanation for what they heard. This video, shared on Reddit, shows a biker racing down a narrow jungle trail filled with tough obstacles. As he speeds through the dense woods, he comes dangerously close to a deadly accident. He nearly crashed into 2 girls sitting on the trail. The unexpected encounter took him by surprise, but luckily, he was able to swerve just in time, turning a potentially dangerous situation into a narrow escape. This next video comes from Elijah Carter, a construction worker remodeling a house. He's been working on the house for a while, but just discovered something the property owner never mentioned, a hidden crawl space. It had been concealed behind a stack of drywall that no one had moved until now. Since it wasn't a work day and no one else was around, Elijah decided to explore it alone, but he had no idea this was a mistake. Here's his footage. Watch for yourself.
But while I came across something that was really cool, and I feel like it sets this house apart. The reason why I'm just now finding this crawl space is because of this drywall. The owner, she had this drywall covering the crawl space. That's not the cool thing about it. And I want y'all to check this out. So while I was here, I found this table. And I also found this extra space right here. You have a vent right there. I think I just heard some footsteps. This can't be a squatter.
What was supposed to be a short video for his Facebook group turned into a nightmare. First, he heard footsteps on the floorboards, even though no one was there. Then, things got even creepier when he heard someone talking and giggling from inside the crawl space. But the scariest part? The door to the crawl space slowly opened on its own. No wonder Elijah ran out of there as fast as he could. It seemed he wasn't alone. If he's right that there were no signs of anyone being there the next day at work, then the big question remains. What did Elijah encounter in that house? Here's a bizarre one from TikTok user Josh Robillard. Back in 2022, Josh was home alone for the night when he started hearing strange noises outside. Curious, he grabbed his phone and recorded what he saw. Watching it again in slow motion, a pale face can be seen at the window. Over the years, Josh has recorded many strange things in his home. Here are more unsettling events. When he turns back, the doll has moved. In the next clip, Josh was about to watch a movie when he noticed something moving out of the corner of his eye.
Yeah, there it goes again. I don't even know what to do at this point.
Is Josh's home truly haunted by a spirit? Let me know what you think. The next clip was shared on social media by Orissa Kelly. Orissa is a record-holding archer who usually posts archery-related content, but one night, while she was alone in the studio where she trains, something happened that left her shaken. After she posted the footage, her viewers all had the same question. Is the building haunted? Watch for yourself and decide.
Last night, I caught on camera one of the creepiest experiences whilst I was training, and it happened over there. To preface this, it was about 11 p.m. at night. I was on my own and I was filming a crossbow video, so I had set all the doors and alarms to let me know if anyone entered, because I needed to make sure that no one would accidentally walk in front of the target. But this is when it gets creepy. I'm just trying to get my angle for the video. But then I think I hear footsteps further down the building. Just watch my reaction. It really sounded like there was someone walking through the building. And I got this like cold chill over my body. By this point, I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe I'm just hearing weird noises. Let's continue filming this video. But this is when things get super, super creepy. Just keep an eye on the curtain in the corner. Right, that's one. Ugh. Is it me or does it look like someone's pulling that back? Yeah. And the crazy thing is I had no idea until I sat down and edited this video in the studio on my own, and I freaked out. I finally plucked up the courage to see if there was anyone in the back, and the curtain was back to normal. There was definitely no one else in this building. And I know what you're thinking, was it just a breeze? But if you go back to the very beginning of the video, how are no other curtains throughout this whole thing moving? I also have a balloon on my target, so if there was any type of breeze, how would that not be moving? Anyway, I was completely freaked out, but I want to know what you guys think.
Orissa says she hears footsteps, even though the building is supposed to be empty. Then, without her noticing at the time, one of the curtains behind her moves, almost like someone or something is pulling it, feeling uneasy. Orissa stays away from the studio for a few days. When she finally gathers the courage to return, she speaks with the building's technical director. What he tells her is truly unsettling.
And I decided I wanted to get a fresh perspective, so I spoke to Randy. And he also has a creepy story to tell. Randy is our technical director for the building, and he's also fixed a lot of the areas of the building. And have you ever had any weird experiences here?
No, but a friend of mine did. There was a balloon that somebody had drawn a face on. He was here by himself at night. Balloon was up on stage, and then he thought that was kind of strange, and then he ignored it for a while. Then the balloon showed up right here in front of his face.
Ooh, that would have creeped me out so much.
Drifted into the booth where he was. Yeah, he freaked out.
I decided to get Randy's opinion on my video, especially because he hung these curtains.
That shocked me.
Yeah.
I hung these black curtains.
The fact that it blew that way up, because there's no vents, is there?
Right, there's no vents back here, and it was pulled that direction, and then it didn't swing back. See, if it does move, it's going to fall back.
Yes! I mean, the thing is that they're see-through, so if someone was here behind it, you would have seen... Can you stand behind that curtain so I can just see? You see, like, I would have been able to see if there was someone behind that curtain.
Orissa isn't the only one who has experienced something strange in the building, but does that mean it's haunted? What do you think? This TikTok video, posted by Taylor Wachacha, is almost guaranteed to give you nightmares. Taylor's girlfriend told him her house is haunted. Since she lives alone, she often hears footsteps coming from upstairs. But Taylor isn't so sure. He thinks it's probably just old creaky floorboards. One night, while his girlfriend is still at work, Taylor ends up alone in her house. That's when he records something on his phone that he never expected to see. Let's take a look.
Front camera is smashed, but I'm here at my girlfriend's house by myself. She always says it's haunted because it sounds like somebody is walking around upstairs. I've never heard it until now. I always said it's not haunted because the house is a little old. But it legit sounds like there's somebody upstairs. I will swing on a ghost, or if it's a person, I don't care. Who's up there? Oh my God, they're like at the top of the stairs. Come down these stairs and I will swing on you, I promise.
Out of nowhere, loud footsteps suddenly rush down the stairs, but as you can see, no one is there. When the noises start, Taylor immediately tries to punch whatever it is, but of course, he doesn't land a hit. Still, it's pretty impressive how fearless he was while staring down what could be a spirit. After that night, it's safe to say Taylor probably isn't a skeptic anymore. If the video is real, that is. Hopefully, he and his girlfriend won't have to deal with any more spirits and can find some peace. The thing down the hall, Oscar Nunez says strange and unexplained events have been happening all over his home. He believes a dark presence has attached itself to his family. One night, when he and his wife came home, they discovered something truly bizarre. For some strange reason, there are flies swarming all over their house. Oscar says he has no logical explanation for it. One late night, Oscar's son falls asleep on the living room couch. When he wakes up, he sees something that sends a chill down his spine. Oscar's son wakes up to a strange noise and runs to his parents' room, crying in fear. He tells his dad that he saw someone standing in the hallway, looking scared. But did you see it? When Oscar checks the security footage, he spots a tall figure, resembling a man, just standing in the hallway, staring at his son. Even more unsettling, whatever it is seems to vanish into thin air. Oscar Nunez says he and his family have no idea who or what it could be. Tesla's high-tech safety systems are known for being precise and advanced, but could they also detect things that aren't physically there? Instagram user chief.flying.officer. A flying officer recently shared a strange experience while driving a Tesla Cybertruck through a cemetery. This has once again sparked conversations about the spooky incidents some Tesla owners have reported.
Oh my God. And there's nobody there. Nobody. Look at this. What the hell? It's walking in front of the car. What is it? It's next to the car.
The post describes the Cybertruck's cameras detecting what looked like ghostly figures moving around the gravestones.
What the heck is that? Oh, look at this. It's got 2 now. 3, 4. What the heck is it?
Frightened by the experience, the driver quickly left the cemetery, but managed to record footage of the strange activity before leaving. This isn't the first time Tesla vehicles have been linked to ghostly encounters. Over the years, many Tesla owners have shared similar experiences, often while driving near cemeteries or abandoned places. The car safety systems, designed to detect people and objects nearby, have sometimes shown human-like figures on the screen when no one is there. Whether these sightings are just software glitches or something paranormal, Tesla's reputation for detecting ghosts keeps growing. With more footage appearing, both believers in the paranormal and tech skeptics are paying close attention to what Tesla's advanced systems might uncover next. A man in Mexico named Antonio runs a business building cabins and renting them out in Mazamitla, Jalisco. Late one night, while working alone outside an empty old cabin, he suddenly notices a strange flickering light coming from one of the windows. He takes out his phone to record as he goes to check, and what he sees sends chills down his spine. Antonio is completely alone. No one is supposed to be inside the cabin, but as he watches in fear, he sees someone moving in the flickering light, slowly approaching the window, as if looking out at him. This figure has no clear features and appears more like a shadow, even in the bright, unsteady light. Summoning his courage, Antonio steps inside the cabin to find out what's going on.
A ver. No, sí me da miedo, espérate. ¿Y dónde me salgué? Ni nadie. Mira, no hay nadie.
Antonio feels a little uneasy as he checks each room, but the cabin is empty. It's worth mentioning that he mainly uses social media for his business, either to showcase properties he's worked on or to advertise cabins for rent. This is the only supernatural video Antonio has ever shared. So, what do you think? A viral video on Instagram, posted by user SquatchWatch1, shows what looks like a Bigfoot-like figure sitting high up in a tree.
I swear to God, that's a Bigfoot sitting in a tree. I swear to God. Holy.
The short video has sparked a big debate between believers and skeptics. Some think it could be a rare sighting of the elusive creature, while others believe the blurry footage and shaky camera suggest it might be a hoax. Since there's little context, no clear details about where it was filmed, and no follow-up investigation, the mystery remains unsolved.
I swear to God, that's a Bigfoot sitting in a tree. I swear to God. Holy.
Is this video just a clever prank to stir up online curiosity? Or could it be real proof of Bigfoot hanging out in the trees? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Dino Nugget 741 and his young son Steve were living a normal life until everything turned into a nightmare and it was all caught on camera. It all started when JB and Steve went on a much-needed vacation. While they were away, strange things started happening at home. The security alarm kept going off, showing that doors had somehow opened on their own. When JB checked the security cameras, what he saw gave him chills. A door suddenly flew open, the lights started flickering non-stop, and a faint sound of a woman crying could be heard in the background. After being away for a week, JB and Steve already felt uneasy when they got back home, but nothing could have prepared them for what they came across near the basement.
Hello? Hello? Keep hearing weird noises in the basement, Steve, so I just want to... Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No way, oh my God, oh my God. See, bro, there's nothing on this door. Hello?
Strange noises echoed through the house again. Just when they thought things couldn't get any worse, they did. Later that night, while they were brushing their teeth and getting ready for bed, something terrifying happened.
Hello? Ooh. There's gotta be something. Ooh.
Feeling confused and uneasy, JB decided to walk through the house to find out where the noises were coming from. His instincts led him back to the basement. Though hesitant, he and Steve went down the stairs, not knowing the dark presence that was waiting for them.
Did you hear that? It's down here. We got it. You smell that? Oh, it smells like anything. There's a bunch of broken glass everywhere. Okay, we're gonna go. You go this way too. Stay close to me. Hold on. Whoa! Get! Oh God! What? No.
A dark figure suddenly appeared. For a moment, JB and Steve were frozen in fear. Then, they did the only thing they could. They ran. Sprinting up the stairs, they rushed to the safety of the upper floors. But the nightmare didn't end there. JB kept sharing updates on TikTok, showing more strange events happening in their home. From flickering lights to eerie noises, it was clear that something unnatural had taken over the house. The big question is, how much longer can they stay in a place haunted by shadows and spirits? It happened early in the morning on January 3rd, chilling reminder of the dangers on certain roads and the importance of staying alert. Meet Ben. He's celebrating his birthday with his family, who are filming the moment. Though his cake jokingly says he's 69, he's much younger. She feels terrified, but the strange events don't stop. A few nights later, she is home alone again and records this. In the middle of the night, Alex hears a piano playing downstairs. When she goes to check, she hears what sounds like her son calling her. As soon as she enters the room with the piano, books suddenly fall off the shelves, and a chair starts rocking on its own. The experience leaves her terrified, and she becomes convinced that something evil is haunting her. Many of her viewers agree, suggesting it could be a demon and urging her to move out as soon as possible. But what do you think? This next video was shared by a Reddit user who said it was recorded in 2020. He didn't film it himself. It was sent to him by his sister, who was at a hospital for unknown reasons. While waiting in the hallway, she thought she was completely alone, but her family believes she wasn't. In a video she shared in their group chat, something appears to move and peek out at the end of the hallway. Take a look. After checking to see what had moved, she found nothing. It's hard to say exactly what was caught on camera, but many Reddit users believe it could be something paranormal. Some even claim to see a face or a body, though that could just be a trick of the eyes. What makes it even stranger is that something moves. From what looks like a strand of hair shifting on its own to the eerie atmosphere of the hallway, it's easy to see why people think there might be something supernatural. But as always, I'll leave it up to you to decide. In the middle of the night, social media user Erin is startled awake by a loud noise. It seems to be coming from the downstairs bathroom. She gets out of bed to check it out, but before leaving her room, she grabs her phone, just in case.
I need help. I took this video at like 2:30 this morning, and I don't know what to do. Oh God, something's in the bathroom. There's no way something is in the bathroom downstairs. So now it's almost 8 a.m. I'm not positive, but I have to imagine whatever it was is still in there. 1, what the heck could it be? 2, what do I do? Because I am not opening that door.
Too scared to open the door, Erin hesitates, unsure of what might be inside. But it's 2:30 a.m. and she's home alone. There's nothing she can do but wait until morning. After sharing the video on social media, one viewer suggests she check the bathroom window from outside.
All right, I think whatever was in there is probably still in there, so I'm gonna see if I can figure it out from the outside. There's a window down there. And that window hopefully has the shade up. Okay. Oh, no. The shade is down. Why is the shade down? I need the shade to be up.
Unfortunately, the bathroom shade is down, blocking Erin from seeing inside. However, something strange was caught in the clip, something she didn't notice at first. After she mentions hoping the shade is up, viewers claim to hear a mysterious whisper saying, "No, it's not."
And that window hopefully has the shade up.
This has made many viewers think something paranormal might be in the bathroom. However, Erin believes it's just a trapped animal. Still, she's too afraid to open the door alone, so she calls her brother-in-law for help.
All right, well, not quite the update I was expecting to give, but the bathroom was empty. So we couldn't get the camera under the door. We then just like set up a bunch of barricades to open the door and basically route whatever it was down the hall, and had the door into the garage open and then the garage door open, thinking we could like scurry it along. And my brother-in-law went in. He had like all the protective gear on, and yeah, he couldn't find anything. Looked under the sink, looked in the toilet, looked behind the washer and dryer. There were really no signs of like disturbance. I couldn't find claw marks anywhere on the bottom of the door. So at this point, the best guess is it was either in the heat vent, which is in the ceiling, which is up near the door, so kind of like where the sound was coming from, or possibly in the ceiling or the wall. And all you people who think I need to like call someone to deal with paranormal, I'm just gonna like, that's not, I don't think that's happening. I think it's an animal. I think it's some kind of critter. It just unfortunately is going to be an unsolved mystery for now.
Erin and her brother-in-law find nothing in the bathroom. No trapped animal, no claw marks on the door or walls. Erin believes it must have been in the air vent, but some viewers think she's just too afraid to admit that something more sinister could have been there that night. What do you think? Was something paranormal in Erin's home, or was it just an animal? Let me know below. A strange and mysterious event is going viral after TikTok user elkukui.tv posted a video showing what looks like a glowing light in the middle of a remote desert. The video was reportedly filmed by a man who initially thought it was just a mirage, a common sight in extreme heat. But as he moved closer, things took a much more unusual turn. Unlike normal heat distortions or reflections, this bright shape stays in place, shines intensely, and has no clear explanation. Viewers quickly compared it to the rifts in Fortnite. What do you think this strange light could be? A rare illusion or something completely different? Share your thoughts in the comments. On February 26, 2022, in Chile, a routine drive took a dangerous turn, all caught on a driver's dash cam. The video, later shared on Reddit, shows a white car ahead braking too much and moving suspiciously on the road leading to a tunnel. Sensing something was wrong, the driver with the dash cam kept a safe distance, and then it happened. It's a tense escape that shows the driver's quick thinking and calm under pressure. Viewers were especially impressed by how collected he stayed during the attempted carjacking. His fast reaction suggests he might have faced similar dangers before. The Reddit user who shared the video confirmed that it happened in Chile, and that carjackings like this are so common, drivers avoid getting out of their cars after 10 p.m. and keep a safe distance from other vehicles at exits. Think about that. How would you feel driving in a place where these threats are a daily concern? The man in the next video decided to investigate a place that used to be his elementary school. He knows every corner and classroom, and he said that during renovations, workers discovered human remains. That alone would be enough reason to abandon the place. Now, the school is in ruins. Even after several renovations, it still looks like something straight out of a horror game, and the eerie atmosphere only made things worse during his investigation. As he walked through the building, he couldn't shake the feeling that something or someone was following him. He kept hearing footsteps behind him, but no one else was in the building or even nearby. What made it even creepier were the background noises, children screaming. But the paranormal activity didn't stop there. He also heard doors slamming shut on their own. And to prove it wasn't just in his head, one door swung shut right in front of him.
Que no entiendes por qué truena todo. Se los juro que aquí no se siente la brisa del aire. Uy, se los juro que escuché un paso atrás de mí. No es payasada, escuché un paso atrás de mí. De hecho, esta parte ¡hola! Esto era la primaria, amigos. Es un lugar grandísimo, prácticamente van a hacer lo que se va a... Encontraron restos óseos, restos de personas. Ay, güey. Güey, valió mal. Me espantó la puerta. Y se siente en realidad se siente una sensación, pero fea aquí adentro. Oigan. ¡Hola! Ustedes oyeron, o sea, literal se escucha que están azotando las puertas aquí adentro y no hay nadie. ¡Hola! Estoy completamente solo, amigos, o sea, no hay nadie más aquí. ¡Hola! ¿Quién anda ahí? No se escuchaba eso ahorita. Hola. Se los juro que estoy en este lugar y hasta se me enchina la piel. Pero o sea, estoy de aquel lado y la puerta no se mueve. Sinceramente no se mueve la puerta. O sea, miren, y estoy de aquel lado y les apuesto lo que quieran a que se va a cerrar. Oigan. El problema es de esta que se azota. Y no se está azotando. Aquí lo va a hacer. Y no hay nadie, o sea, ¿verdad? Vamos a regresarnos por donde mismo, amigos. Vamos a darnos una buena vuelta a ver si podemos captar algo, no sé. Miren, esto es lo que les digo, o sea, se me desenfoca. O sea, se mueve todo, no entiendo por qué. Realmente no entiendo. Ahorita se escuchaba que estaban azotando una puerta acá. Esa puerta sí sé cuál es. Pero acá no, o sea, no hay modo de que se azote una puerta de este lado. Yo entré por aquí. O sea, yo entré por aquí y no se estaba azotando nada. Tengo una sensación como si alguien me estuviera siguiendo, no sé. O sea, es raro todo esto de aquí. Va a ser una exploración realmente fantástica la de este lugar. Este lugar tiene mucha historia, pero mucha historia. Vamos a subir un poquito el brillo.
So, do you think this school is really haunted, or is it just a hoax for views? Jorge Cruz says he lives in a haunted house. On his page, you can find many videos showing strange events like furniture moving and other paranormal activity. But the most shocking video is one where he truly believes he came across something demonic. One night, just as he's about to fall asleep, he hears strange noises and gets up to check it out.
God, there was like some... Who is that? Who the is that? You gotta be kidding me! Who goes there? Who goes in? That cannot be real. You gotta be kidding me. What was that? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be messing with me. I swear to God, this gotta be a joke. Whoever's in here, I command you to leave in the name of Jesus Christ. I ask you to leave now. Oh, oh, I got adrenaline going right through my body. What the is that? What the who goes there? You gotta be kidding me. Wasn't this shit close? Oh, what the is that? Guys, you gotta be kidding me. What's the fucking thing? Oh, fucking headed back lead. Oh,
As Jorge looks around, he hears loud screaming and banging. He searches for where it's coming from, but finds nothing. Then it happens again, and he starts to see something. When he walks into the kitchen, the furniture is flipped over and thrown around, even though everything was perfectly fine just seconds earlier. What do you think happened? Was this all staged, or is something truly demonic haunting him? In October 2016, a family in Florida woke up to find several items missing from their home. When they checked their security cameras, what they saw shocked them. At exactly 1:30 a.m., the footage revealed something they never expected. Frightened by what they saw, the family quickly called the police, who began an investigation. However, the man was never found. He vanished into the night, leaving only fear and unanswered questions behind. Late at night, a girl was singing to her mother. While recording herself alone, she suddenly started hearing knocks on her door. She was singing for her mother, who lives separately, but it seemed like a ghost decided it had heard enough. The knocking sounded like an angry neighbor fed up with noisy kids, and it wasn't coming from her bedroom door. It was from the balcony door. When she went to check the noise, something chilling happened. A hand appeared at the top of the glass window above the door. After she opened the door, a sheet of cloth somehow flew into the air, leaving her stunned. The strange events continued the next night, and objects started moving on their own.
¿Quién? ¿Quién anda ahí? Mami, te grabo este video porque están tocando constantemente la puerta. Están pasando cosas que no son normales. ¿Quién? ¿Quién? No hay nadie.
In the moonlight, my honey, I know with the dawn that you.
Güey, te mando este video. Que en el departamento están pasando cosas que no son cosas muy paranormales. Subí un video ese día, de los cuales en los comentarios me decían que había una mano encima de la puerta.
That was enough for her. She packed up and left to stay with her mother. Singing for your mom in person is more comforting than being alone and sending her a video. At least if a ghost doesn't like your singing, your mom will be there to tell you when to stop. Jocelyn works at a smoke shop in Birmingham, UK. She was going about her usual routine when she heard strange noises coming from the back room. Instead of checking in person, she decided to watch the security cameras first. At first, she saw a stick in the corner tip over, which she could have easily blamed on gravity. But what happened next was much harder to explain. A shadowy figure moved quickly across the screen before vanishing. That was enough for Jocelyn to call it a day and decide she wouldn't be coming back anytime soon. Her co-worker went down to investigate and even recorded proof that no one was there, and there was no way someone could have sprinted out of that corner unseen. But things got even weirder. The next day, or sometime after, the security camera caught a mattress and a ladder falling at the same time, as if gravity had suddenly stopped.
Hi guys, this is Bernice. Jocelyn didn't come this morning to work, but she wants me to give you a tour of the back rooms and the storage. So come on, let's go. Well, this is over here is where the incident happened, which was kind of crazy because when they told me last night, I was like, what the fuck? And obviously people saw another person, but I didn't see no one. And I don't even know how a person can fit in here, you know? So yeah, it's kind of weird. As you can see, nobody can hide in here. So it would be kind of weird seeing someone in here.
Guys, I'm working by myself and I hear a voice in the back. What the bro?
If I worked there, I wouldn't dare look at that corner unless they cleaned it up and got rid of whatever might be lurking. Those ghosts must be seriously out of it. On TikTok, a man named Lin from the Philippines recorded himself at a church ceremony. Everything seemed normal at first, but things quickly took a terrifying turn. As he filmed the ceremony inside the church, all appeared fine. However, when he turned the camera behind him, he was met with a shocking sight that gave him the scare of his life.
Pamisa sa kalag ni Monsilo ang nagpamisa roasting tumunan. Pamisa sa kalag ni Monsilo Eustachio Segundina Rafaela Serapia Vicente Juana Tomas Patricia Yopanis Nicolas.
In the footage, a strange and eerie figure appears to be watching Lin from behind a fence. Though the image is blurry and taken from a distance, the figure has an unsettling resemblance to something out of a horror movie, like a character from The Ring or The Grudge. Lin never shared any follow-up updates, so we can only hope he remains safe. What do you think of this chilling footage? Could this be real evidence of something supernatural, or was it staged? Meet the Smith family, Jake, Kitty, and their two daughters, 21-year-old Alicia and 7-year-old Kate. They lived a normal life in their cozy home, but strange things had been happening for over a year, things they couldn't explain. At first, they dismissed it, believing nothing supernatural was happening. But when their security cameras started recording disturbing footage, they realized it wasn't just their imagination. Wanting answers, the Smiths set up cameras around their house to see what was happening in the dark, and then it happened again. Alicia woke up suddenly to loud knocking on her closet door. Just 2 seconds later, something fell out of it. She felt a creepy presence in her room, but that was only the start. Meanwhile, downstairs in the kitchen, her father, Jake, was making a late-night snack when something even more disturbing happened. The camera caught a cereal box moving on its own. It wasn't just Jake's imagination. Something unseen was messing with him. Startled, he ran out of the kitchen and told Kitty what had just happened. But it wasn't just the family noticing these strange events. Even their cat started acting weird. In the video, the cat stares at something invisible, as if it senses something the family can't. Suddenly, it gets scared and runs away. Could animals see things we can't? Shortly after, the cameras caught even more strange activity. Objects started falling off the walls for no clear reason, as if something unseen was causing it. And if you pause the video at the right moment, you can even see orbs floating in the air, a chilling sign of something paranormal.
Whatever's going on, we're getting a lot of activity from that room. A lot of noise coming from there. A lot of app activity from there. I just don't feel comfortable over there. Do you? Mm-mm. Are you still in that room? If you're in that room, give me a sign. Oh yeah, I never thought flashlight. If you're in the room, give me a sign. Did you hear that? Who's there? Okay. You heard that, right?
Yep.
Was that you?
I'm trying to there.
It's in my throat. What was that noise though? It was a thump. Yeah, keep the flashlight like that. If there's anything moving, we can see. Who's here? That was loud, whatever that was.
Wanting to get to the bottom of it, Kitty and Alicia decided to try communicating with whatever was haunting their house. Desperate for answers, they reached out into the darkness, hoping for a response.
That was moving. Hello? Hello?
A jar of cream suddenly fell off a nearby shelf, startling Kitty. She had enough and quickly retreated to her bedroom. The Smiths have been sharing their eerie experiences on TikTok and YouTube, posting the unsettling footage for the world to see. While they haven't decided to move out yet, they admit they no longer feel completely safe. Their kids in particular are scared to be home alone because they know they aren't truly alone. If you were in their situation, what would you do? In a strange mix of rumors and social media buzz, Manchester Airport became the focus of UFO talk after reports came out about a mysterious orb floating in the sky in December 2024. The story spread on social media, especially on X, where users shared supposed photos and videos of a round object that seemed to land on the airport tarmac before taking off strangely. Some witnesses say security guards went near the object, but it suddenly shot up into the sky, moving in a way that didn't match drones or regular aircraft. The incident led to comparisons with past UFO cases. British UFO researcher Mark Christopher Lee likened it to a 1957 event in Australia, where the government reportedly found a strange metal sphere that some believed came from aliens. Despite the rising speculation, Manchester Airport quickly denied the claims. Officials said the images were likely fake or showed an ordinary object like a balloon. They assured the public that their advanced detection systems would have picked up anything unusual and that no major security measures had been taken. Adding to the mystery, the original X account at Captain Bigelow, which first posted the footage, was suddenly deleted. However, new information has since appeared, supposedly from the same person. They insist the object was not a balloon or drone, and claim it had been talked about among aviation experts for a while. This raised more doubts about the sighting and the reason behind the deleted account. This event shows the increasing interest in unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, especially after a recent Pentagon report examined 757 cases worldwide. Some were identified as balloons or drones, but many remain unsolved due to a lack of data. Whether it was a mistaken sighting, a prank, or something truly unusual, the Manchester Airport orb highlights the ongoing challenge of distinguishing truth from speculation in the digital age. This is Dylan, a well-known TikToker who runs the channel Win McPix. Dylan is a regular guy who enjoys playing video games and staying home to relax. But about 2 months ago, he started noticing strange and unexplainable things happening around him. At first, it was minor, small things he could easily dismiss as his imagination. But before long, those little odd moments turned into something much more unsettling. Still, Dylan refuses to back down. One morning, while making breakfast, something strange happens again.
Go lie down. It's okay. Lie down. Stay. Been doing this all morning and I don't have time for this today. Stop. Hey buddy, I got too much going on. You gotta cut it out. Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna set it up with paper towels and we'll just let the phone roll. I asked you if you gotta go or you gotta go downstairs or something. Wherever you're gonna go, you gotta go. Calm down. He's okay. Please, not today. Just, holy cow. Oh my God. Little buddy.
The door suddenly swings open by itself. Dylan, already used to this strange event, calmly closes it while trying to soothe his dog, who senses something is wrong. The third time the door flies open, a dark figure appears at the end of the hallway. Dylan doesn't seem to notice it and shuts the door again. Later, after a long day at work, he goes to bed hoping to get some rest, until he's disturbed once again.
Dozing off when we're woken up by a loud bang downstairs, and the doorbell rings. Like, just rang probably like 5 minutes. I went down there, I checked the doors, and nobody's at the front door. Seriously, whoever this is. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. If it ever takes, I'll stand out here until somebody shows back up. I don't care, I'll stand here and watch it. Ooh, okay, that's an issue. Get that. Holy. Okay, oh my gosh, not this again. Not this again. Oh my God.
The doorbell starts ringing and loud knocks echo through the house, as if something is trying to get in. Dylan goes downstairs and even steps outside to check, but no one is there. While he's standing by the doorbell, it rings again on its own. He quickly locks the door, but it seems like whatever it was has already made its way inside. He hears footsteps running and pantry doors opening. Panicked, Dylan rushes to his room for safety. After about an hour, the house finally goes quiet. Exhausted, he drifts off to sleep, only to wake up to more strange events the next morning.
So I don't know if you're going to see what I'm seeing, but this is on repeat. This happens over and over, and then the knocking happens. The knocking, there it is, and it just goes and goes until you tell it to stop. Can you stop, please? I mean, it's just right there. That's new. Okay. Whatever you are, you gotta go. And that's... Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Goodbye.
A dark figure appears again, moving toward Dylan's workroom and making the same knocking sounds as the night before. When he looks inside, he sees a chair moving on its own, sending a chill down his spine. But that's not the end of it. Later that day, when Dylan returns home from work, it feels like the presence is still there, watching him.
Something is watching me. If you've had the feeling, you know what I'm talking about. I'm playing only up in my office. Something keeps passing by this window. I've just propped up the phone here and I'm gonna play. If you're walking by my office, I want you to knock it off. Holy. Is that you making all that noise back there? This thing's always closing doors. You need to get out. Dude. Will you knock it off, please? You gotta get out. You're gonna lock yourself in the laundry room again? You're not leaving? You're not gonna...
The presence kept showing up, and no matter how much Dylan tried to ignore it or confront it, the shadows continued to disrupt his life. He regularly shares videos on TikTok documenting his experiences, gaining millions of views, yet, despite everything, he has no plans to leave his home. He just hopes the haunting will stop. But Dylan isn't the only one dealing with something eerie. This next video was filmed in Ohio and shared by a user named Mr. Dylan369. He posted it on a platform focused on UFO sightings. Recorded in broad daylight, the footage shows him standing outside, pointing his camera at the sky, where multiple strange objects can be seen. Take a look and see for yourself.
1, 2, 3. That's not those are not airplanes.
And like I said, I'm recording this literally through my iPhone. I'm moving the camera.
Like this.
These objects are... They look to be round shaped and it's really weird. It's like a fleet. They're not weather balloons, they're not planes. Definitely not helicopters or drones.
It's around 5 p.m.
Holy. Did you see this? Look at the speed that thing did. This is insane. What the This is insane. What the This is insane. What the
We're disappearing. This is weird. 1, 2, 3. That's not those are not airplanes.
The uploader notes that the objects in the sky are oval-shaped, have no lights or trails, and move at speeds that planes or helicopters can't match. Many people in the comments are amazed by the footage, with some calling it one of the most convincing UFO sightings in recent times. What do you think? Did this Reddit user capture real UFOs, or was it something else? I'll let you decide. Jared is living in a house he believes is haunted. According to him, he's had multiple creepy experiences there. That's why he decided to investigate his own home. He called his brother David, and before his phone plan ran out, also invited a friend to join them. While moving his camera around, what I like to call the classic horror movie turn, the camera caught something peeking from behind a door.
Hi gang, we're at Jed and Dave's house doing another investigation because things have been seen here last year when we was up here. It was quite creepy, so we're just going to do another investigation now, a little one. See what we can find.
We're using the night vision camera on the SLS, so that's why they're stood behind me, because we don't want to keep mapping them.
Exactly.
We want to see what we can map ourselves.
have a look around the room, Dave. You never know. I mean, we caught some orbs in there last time I was up here.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see some orbs now.
Yeah. You never know.
We're back.
It's stuck on two of the K2 meter.
K2, what was
Yeah,
that?
we've got Jeb behind us doing the K2 and he's got a couple of lights on it, you know, so we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, all we can do is just keep
Yeah,
going
so
past
around.
and see. Whoa!
What the? Did I just see something or am I imagining it?
I don't know, let's go.
What the hell? I don't know. It was, to me it looked like a face, Dave.
I thought I saw something.
That was really quick,
That
but
was-
really spooky.
That was.
I don't know, it seemed like a face, but I could be wrong. I won't say for definite.
What face?
Yeah.
Seemed like one, yeah.
No, don't talk bollocks. You see the face?
I don't know, we'll have to look back on
I
the
don't
video.
know, we'll have to review it, but that was really
This
weird.
is stuff.
I thought I saw something.
Peering around the door.
Peering, yeah, peering on the door.
Well, this is stuff.
I know we've got a towel here,
Yeah, this is two at the door.
but we've got a towel. Could it be that?
Well, no, because it never moved. It come out from that like a peekaboo and then went. That was insane.
I wasn't looking. I just saw it at the corner of my eye and I went back and I didn't see anything.
You're scared because something scared you because you look back. You've seen something.
Let's go check the kitchen.
Oh my God, what a house. Anyway.
Check the kitchen. Yeah, a house. I've got to sleep here tonight, mate.
Wow. God bless you.
Well, the good thing is he's not picking up any like stick thingies, so we can use the actual, night vision. That's weird. We're going to have to look back on that. I'm going to have to look back on that.
Definitely have to review that footage. That was insane.
Quick check. Yeah, we know it's a towel.
Towel can't move.
Yeah, we were in here. We were doing a quick zoom around. Check. Yeah, it's when I went past the door there.
Only me.
I know you. Be arm out.
This is stuck on two of this. It's glitching to three now.
I'm wondering if it's a towel. It has to be the towel.
The towel can't move when it's on unless we push it
We're
off.
going to have to look back. We're going to have to look back, guys.
Right, well,
We're going to have to look back.
Come back later.
Right, so we'll come back later. I'll go back on the footage now. So I'm going to end the recording now. All right.
But if this wasn't staged, I doubt Jared would want to keep living in that house after seeing the footage. In the interesting and sometimes eerie world of optical illusions, one painting grabs attention for being both intriguing and unsettling. Made by Spanish surrealist Octavio Ocampo, this puzzling artwork tests the way you see things. Take a look. At first, the painting seems to show a peaceful portrait of a woman at the top, with her reflection in the mirror below. But if you look at it differently, you might notice something unsettling. As your eyes adjust, a man with a mustache and a distinct nose appears in the reflection. After that, no matter how hard you try, the woman's reflection seems to disappear. This fascinating artwork plays tricks on your mind, blending reality and illusion. The shifting image reflects how our perception of the world is always changing. What did you see when you first looked at the painting? Did the woman's reflection suddenly turn into a man's face, or did you notice something else? I'd love to hear your thoughts. A recent video showing a bright orb in the sky over Nashville, Tennessee has caught a lot of attention online.
Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna try to zoom in on this. Oh my gosh, do you see that? What the bro. I've seen it all over TikTok. Now I'm literally seeing them in person. This is right next to Nashville, Tennessee. Right in Nashville, Tennessee.
Posted on Facebook by Officially Strange, the video shows a glowing object appearing from afar and then staying still in the sky.
Oh my gosh, do you see that?
In a surprising turn, the orb releases several smaller orbs into the air. They move around for a short time before disappearing completely. The events in the video have left viewers both amazed and confused, leading to more discussions about unidentified flying objects. This sighting comes at a time when interest in UAPs is growing, especially with recent congressional hearings looking into these incidents and what they might mean for national security and beyond. Interestingly, what happened in Nashville is similar to recent reports of drones spotted over New Jersey. sparking debates about whether these sightings are connected to advanced surveillance technology or something more unusual, possibly even extraterrestrial. Tennessee has a long history of UFO sightings, and this latest event brings back memories of the well-known Shelbyville incident in 1977. Back then, many people reported seeing a large craft with bright lights hovering over the area. The similarities between that case and the Nashville sighting suggest there could be an ongoing pattern of UAP activity in the state. As more reports come in and investigations continue, both experts and enthusiasts are left wondering if these mysterious objects are part of a bigger, unanswered mystery that has been unfolding for decades. On March 30th, 2014, a disturbing video was recorded on a dashcam. A man and his young daughter were driving down a dark, poorly lit road just outside Warsaw, Poland. Even with the headlights on, the driver could only see about 20 to 30 feet ahead. A few seconds into the video, a car coming from the opposite direction flashed its headlights, a silent but urgent warning. But it was too late. The driver had no time to react, and what happened next was truly terrifying. A figure suddenly appeared, standing still in the middle of the road. In a desperate attempt to avoid hitting him, the driver swerved sharply. Panic took over as he struggled to regain control of the car. The vehicle skidded, went off the road, and crashed into a ditch. At the moment of impact, the man had his back turned to the car, standing motionless in the darkness. Why was he there? Was he under the influence? Was he trying to harm himself? The questions remained just as unsettling as the event itself. The mysterious man ran away immediately, his true intentions that night forever unknown. Despite the crash, the driver and his daughter only suffered minor injuries. Police were never able to find the man responsible for this frightening incident. This is James, a YouTuber you might know from his channel, DinoNugget741. He usually shares fun moments with his dog, Lola, and sometimes explores haunted places with friends. But one night, everything changed. After visiting a haunted location, James felt something was off when he got home. At first, he heard faint footsteps in the hallways, but over time, the sounds got louder. Every time he checked, no one was there. No open doors, no signs of an intruder, just the eerie feeling that whatever was making the noise wasn't human. Now, 3 months later, James is convinced he brought something home with him, something that has been haunting his house ever since. Then, on July 29th, 2024, he caught something on camera. While sitting on the couch with Lola, watching TV, something unexplainable happened.
See that, man? Those damn noises again. Welcome to my life. Hello? Hello? I'm by myself.
Something appears to be moving through the house, making eerie noises. James isn't the type to scare easily, so he decides to film it to prove to everyone that he's being haunted.
Hello?
Then Then he sees it right there in the room. You can even see the shadow of someone walking.
There's definitely somebody in there. I could have swore I seen somebody walking in there. The light switch is right here. I'm coming in. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Swore I saw somebody in there.
Feeling frustrated and uneasy, James goes downstairs, trying to ignore the feeling that something is watching him. He tries to go about his routine, but one thought won't leave his mind. If he had never visited that haunted place, would any of this still be happening? By now, James has gotten used to these eerie encounters. Instead of avoiding them, he records every creepy moment and shares it with his YouTube audience. This video comes from a paranormal channel run by Tara Varden, who shared a creepy clip along with some background. They explained that this happened a few years ago and they've never been able to find a logical explanation. At first, they thought they had accidentally knocked over the cup without realizing it. Wanting to check, they reviewed the security footage, planning to share it with their work group chat. At first, they laughed, but after watching from another camera angle, they noticed something strange. The coffee cup had been full. It was their first sip. This wasn't the only weird thing to happen in the shop, and they weren't the only ones to experience something unusual, but this was the most interesting moment caught on camera. They asked, could there be a logical reason? Or is the shop haunted by a ghost that doesn't like coffee? So, let's take a look at the footage. Watching the footage, it looks like the coffee cup was knocked off the counter by something unseen. There don't seem to be any open windows or anything else that could have caused it to fall. Some people think a loose hair on his sleeve might have gotten caught under the cup or lid, making it move when he stepped away. What do you think? Was there something unusual in the coffee shop that day? Or is there a simple explanation? Let me know your thoughts. Del and Josh returned to a house they once investigated, a place they called the Witch House. As they made their way inside, they picked up a strange giggling sound in the area, but they didn't think much of it. Inside, they explored and used a spirit box phone app to try to communicate with spirits. They recorded some EVPs, but nothing too significant. Then came the real moment. While trying to capture more EVPs, they heard tapping sounds from the ceiling. It was eerie. After hearing more taps, Josh went up to check but found no one. Then, he noticed a nearby light, which signaled them to act. They hid and waited for the right moment before making their escape.
This grass is like flattened out right here.
It's probably a deer trail.
Or the witch. Oh.
What was that?
I don't know.
Is that metal?
Metal on the ground.
Be careful, dude.
Yeah, I think this goes straight to it.
Oh my God, look at that place.
Oh man, dude.
Is anybody in here? Hello?
I think everything, every little sound. Are you gonna try to go upstairs this time?
No.
Come on, dude. I don't want to be the only one to do it.
It sounds like something's up there.
I know. It could be just the house moving though, because we're in it.
Oh yeah, let's hope that it keeps moving while we're in it.
I gotta go up there.
Yeah, but you don't weigh like as much as me. Guys, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but stuff is definitely moving in here like it wasn't before. Wish y'all could see David's face instead of just mine.
No.
He's like, I feel you. Are you not going to answer any more of our questions? Like, can you just make a sound then? Make another sound. Boy.
Dude. Something is up there, dude. Oh!
Who's that, dude? Oh my God. Dude, there's somebody upstairs.
I already checked up there, Dale. There ain't nothing up there.
Oh my God.
This happened last time.
If you just want us to leave, we'll leave. Say something.
Dude, I don't want to go up there, man.
I'd really prefer if you did.
I bet.
I can't. I would. But I mean, we're really supposed to be going after shit like this. Look, you know nothing's up there, right?
No, I don't know.
You already looked. That was big, whatever that was. Hey, we're gonna come up and just... If you want us to leave, just say something, man. Be careful, dude.
It sounded like it was from right there. Like it was in the room.
Yeah, it sounded like somebody running or tripped and fell down. Oh my God. Make sure to check each room. You see anything?
No.
You still smell up there?
Yeah, it smells.
Checking everywhere?
Yes.
That's you?
What was that?
Someone's gonna do it. Go, 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 go. Let's go, 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 go. Again.
Oh! Run!
Whoever was following them looked like a man with a knife, showing up at just the right moment to start snooping around. Maybe he had been hiding nearby the whole time, possibly dealing with something in the bushes. A group of friends went on a camping trip and decided to swim in the ocean. At first, everything seemed normal, but while one of them was in the water, his friends suddenly started yelling for him to get out quickly. They saw something he didn't.
What?
Get to the step. Swimming there.
What is it?
Just get to the step.
A big shark was swimming right beside him, but luckily, he got out safely. In the remote Scottish wilderness, there is an old abandoned cabin. It was built in the 19th century by a shepherd, but is now used as a bothy, where hikers sometimes spend the night. Ruth Eisling had always wanted to stay there, so on a cold winter day, she hiked up to the cabin. But as soon as the sun set, things took a very creepy turn.
I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit anxious, because I've stayed in a camper van so many times in different countries. I feel like here is just so remote, and to get away, you have to hike like over 1 hour to get back to the camper van. So maybe that's why. And also there's no locks. So on my camper van, I always lock the doors. Maybe that's also why. I don't know. Oh God. I'm hearing some strange noises. I don't know if it's maybe a mouse or it's the chimney. It feels really weird without curtains because I feel like someone could be standing outside and looking in the window. I don't know, I feel really scared. I don't know why. I just feel really nervous. Okay. Good night, everyone. Last night I was a bit scared. There were some strange noises and I had some earplugs with me, so I put them in to block out the strange noises. God, I'm still hearing weird noises.
Ruth says she felt scared all night because of strange noises. What she didn't know was that the White Leg in Bothy is said to be very haunted. One viewer shared their own experience, saying that when they stayed there, strange things happened at night. They kept hearing noises outside, like people were trying to come in. His friend went to check, but no one was there. They even searched around the Bothy, but found nothing. Later that night, they heard the door latch move. Thinking someone was coming in, they got ready to greet them, but no one entered. When they checked the other room, it was empty. Throughout the night, more odd things happened. When they woke up, their backpacks were lined up against the door. Their clothes had been neatly folded into piles on the table, and their mugs were turned upside down in front of the clothes. Even their cooking stove had been taken apart and laid out neatly. The creepiest part? No one could have done it because their backpacks had been blocking the doorway. And they weren't the only ones. Several other hikers have recorded their own eerie experiences at this old bothy.
This will probably be me for most of the night now. I just get my music on, enjoy this beautiful fire, and get back outside tomorrow in my hammock. I got one of them water filter straws, and it comes with 2 little bags as well, so you can attach the straw to that. But I've not got to use. Oh, maybe this is the guests. There was no one there. I don't know if that's just the people following me or something. I don't know if that's something they do. But I don't think it would be that family. They've It was just a dad and his daughter and son. Oh well, we'll see. It was just knocking on the door again, and then I went out, but there was no one there, so I don't know what's going on, but I've heard of any haunted bothies or anything. I've never had weird just wanted a nice little bothy night. If you've watched all my videos before, you know I don't do this. This is going to be a fun night. And they're walking around into the room, and then I go in there, and it just stops. Maybe I just put my music on really loud and forget about it. Cameraman never right. Good morning. Had a bit of an experience last night. Not really sure what was going on. Thought it was just people knocking the door and running away that were camping nearby, but it didn't seem like that when I went outside. Couldn't really explain what was happening next door with the noises, but I'm not really a believer in ghosts myself. It was a bit creepy, but I'm more of an alien guy. But if you are into ghosts and all that paranormal stuff, these are not the videos for you, because this is not what I do, this is not what I'm about. I'm just a happy hippie, hiking, living in nature, loving the world. I never have anything like this happen to me, so.
Even though this creator says he doesn't believe in ghosts, he still feels scared when he hears mysterious knocking outside the door. But that's nothing compared to what 2 other hikers went through on a stormy night.
Found the bothy book. You put my glasses on now to find us a bat. So this is popular, quite popular bothy by the looks of it.
Well, folks, it's probably about 10 minutes after our ordeal with the spooky door closing over there, and we're trying to like rationalise it. I mean, I don't particularly believe in ghosts, and neither does Martin. No, so we're kind of thinking that it might have been just like the backdraft of the wind. I mean, there's a storm going on outside, so.
Yeah, but I still don't believe it was the wind, but it's the only when the wind's blowing that strong outside, and there's no, it's the only rational explanation, even though I'm not even looking at that. No, I'm not looking at it. It's moving, right? So, I'm honest, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go.
This can't be right. I'm not.
It's black in here as well. I can't see a thing.
So there's a chair over there, and it just started to move, which is.
No way. I'm not even. No.
It's bonkers.
I'm not having any part of this.
That is moving.
Jesus Christ.
It is moving, that chair is moving.
Just leave it.
Oh, Christ. I'm gonna drink some more wine, I think. Christ.
No, that's poltergeist. All that's poltergeist stuff. That's not ghostly.
Some comment explain why what these 2 hikers recorded was more intense. None of these creators are ghost hunters or paranormal fans, but their eerie experiences at the White Leg in Bothy left a lasting impression. What do you think? Is this old Bothy haunted, as many viewers say, or was it all just a coincidence? Let me know below. In the early hours of May 2nd, 2013, in Browns Plains, Australia, the quiet streets are dimly lit by streetlights as a white car moves through roundabouts and onto a straight road. Everything seems normal at first, but just 10 seconds in, the dash cam records something truly unsettling. Moments later, a man runs toward the woman, desperately trying to get the driver to stop. Sensing danger, the driver reacts quickly and speeds away. Imagine if he had been distracted or too shocked to move. He might have stopped, stepped out, and unknowingly put himself in danger. The unnatural way the man and woman acted made it clear that something was off. At first, the driver thought it might be an insurance scam, where someone fakes an injury to get money. When he reported it to the police later that morning, he shared a chilling detail. As the man rushed to the woman, a group of men suddenly appeared from the shadows, running toward his car. His quick decision to drive off likely saved him from being carjacked or worse. Police investigated the case, but the suspects were never found. It's unsettling to think about what could have happened if the driver had stopped or hesitated even for a moment. This incident is a strong reminder of how fast an ordinary situation can become dangerous. It's 2016, and a man named Michael Bychard uploads what seems like a regular dash cam video to YouTube. He says his camera caught something unusual in Denver, Colorado, while he was driving home from work. Any idea what might happen next? Watch the semi-trailer that appears in the left corner of the screen.
Too bad you think you are. That's why they keep bringing you the gifts. Part of what pulls these disparate neighbors together, and does the same thing in films by John Sayles and others who make movies about communities, is that these folks, although not impoverished, are stuck where they are without the wherewithal to move. Wealthier folks could change.
Watch closely as the semi-truck approaches the curve on State 70 to I-25. It takes the turn a little too fast, and suddenly it tips over, nearly flying off the overpass. In a tense moment, the truck slams into the barrier, causing its side to split open and spilling hundreds of cans of Miller Genuine Draft onto the highway below. Traffic quickly backed up for miles on both highways as crews worked to tow the truck and clear the beer from the northbound lanes. Just imagine, if the truck had been going even slightly faster, it could have fallen onto the road below, leading to a major disaster. Luckily, that didn't happen, but the footage is still shocking. A shocking video going around on social media has sparked new discussions about whether Bigfoot is real. Check it out. Shared by Instagram user Joey Fresh, the video, filmed deep in the forest, claims to show one of the clearest sightings of Sasquatch ever caught on camera. The clear quality of the video and the realistic movements of the figure have sparked a lot of discussion online. Some believe it could be strong evidence of Bigfoot, while others think it might just be another well-planned trick. Watch the footage again and make up your mind. When ghosts don't want you around, they make it clear, even if it's your own house. That's exactly what happens to Alonzo in the next video. He was investigating an unknown location, standing in front of a door, trying to communicate with any spirit willing to respond. Suddenly, the door started moving slightly, as if giving him a warning to leave. But instead of taking the hint, he saw it as a friendly greeting and decided to stay. Things quickly escalated. The windows began shaking, opening, and even getting knocked on, yet there was nothing there. Then, towards the end, he heard something even more unsettling, a child's voice.
Es de una mujer, amigos, que aparece aquí. Es de una mujer. Uy, ¿alguien está aquí? Creo que se movió la puerta, ¿eh? ¿Alguien está aquí? Creo que se movió la puerta, amigos. Pensé como que se movió la puerta, como que alguien está ahí atrás. ¿Hola? Buenas noches. Sí, está moviendo la puerta, sí, se está moviendo la puerta. ¿Alguien está aquí? Uy. ¿Hola? ¿Quién eres? Estoy como temblando, amigos, no sé por qué. Saludos para el Esteban Martínez Satarain. ¿Hola? Uy. Uy, ¿escucharon? ¿Alguien está aquí? No manchen. Hola. Alguien está llorando, amigos. Alguien está llorando, ¿eh? Alguien está llorando. No manchen, amigos. Escuché como si alguien estuviera llorando. Como si alguien estuviera llorando. Como si alguien estuviera llorando. Gracias, Rico. ¡Uy, Dios! Ay, no manchen. ¿Alguien está aquí? ¿Hola? Uy, escucha, amigo. Uy. ¿Escucharon eso? ¿Escucharon eso, amigos? Uy, ¿vieron? ¿Hola? ¿Alguien se encuentra en este lugar que se quiera manifestar? Bien, el buti, viene el buti. ¿Quién eres? Buenas noches. ¿Alguien está aquí? El bote se movió, amigos, el bote se movió. Se vio una bruma, dicen. Dicen que se vio una bruma. ¿Hola? Uy. Bruma hacia ti, dicen. En el pasillo. ¿Hola? ¡Uy, Dios! ¡Uy, no manchen! ¿Quién eres? Solamente queremos que te manifieste y te encuentres en este lugar. Mira, amigos, se asomó alguien ahí. Ahí se acaba de asomar alguien. Se los juro que se asomó alguien, amigos. Alguien se asomó, amigos. Se los juro que alguien se asomó. ¿Alguien está ahí? Alguien se asomó ahí, amigos. Sí lo miré. Sí lo miré. ¡Uy! ¿Quién eres? Uy, no manches. ¿Qué es eso? Ay, me pegué con algo. ¿Alguien está ahí? Es un señor, amigos, que anda aquí adentro. Un señor que anda aquí adentro. ¿Hola? Se me está yendo la luz, amigos. Uy, escucharon bien, amigos, si anda alguien.
If I were in his situation and a bottle suddenly came flying toward me, that would be my cue to leave immediately. I wouldn't stick around to see what happens next. Here's a short and unusual one shared by Facebook user NewbieAWGame.
Everyone is looking up.
Witnesses record something strange happening in the sky.
Look.
Some people believe it's a glitch in reality, or possibly linked to Project Bluebeam, a theory about holograms being used to control the world. Have you ever seen anything like this in the sky? Share your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.